大家好。
好。
我不会说中文，对不起。Okay. Hey, I will continue in English. If someone doesn't follow, please just raise your hand and maybe someone can translate to Chinese. So my name is Tom, or Tang Jin Cheng in Chinese. I work as head of tech at Blue Man. Blue Man is a startup in the Netherlands. We're based in Amsterdam. And in short, we're starting a development office in Taipei. So we're gonna do all IT development in Taipei. And I've come here 2 weeks ago to basically find developers like you guys and register a company, get an office, etc. So thanks a lot for inviting me, and I will quickly explain what I'm gonna do and something about the company. Just quickly, who am I? So I'm head of tech at Blue Man. Before I worked in Bangkok as assistant CTO. I worked for a insurance website in car insurances. Now I'm doing something completely different, you will soon discover. I focus on e-commerce. So the reason I do this is because I like to combine IT with business. So I like to work on things that we can actually sell. And you can also see that in my experience. So I'm a self-taught full-stack web developer, but I have an education in economics, international business and cross-cultural management. I have a bachelor in economics and a master's degree in Chinese business. I've lived in the Netherlands, China, Indonesia, and Thailand, and hopefully soon in Taiwan as well. Please connect with me. You can visit my website, which will actually go to LinkedIn at the moment. Okay, cool. So what does my company do, Blue Man? It's very simple. You go to our website, blueman.nl. You can choose the size of a flower bouquet. So this might sound very surprising to some of you. I'm actually dealing in flowers. But as you will discover, this is a very hot product, and people really love to talk about what we do. So you go to the website, you choose a size, small, medium, or large. Then you can choose how often you would like to receive these flowers, for example, every 2 weeks. And the last step is that we deliver it at your doorstep for free. So we do this in the Netherlands, and now also in Germany. And we will soon go to London, Paris, and Antwerp in Belgium. So we're expanding very quickly. So there are a couple of things very special, but the one that I would like to focus on is that we get the flowers in the morning from a grower, and then within 24 hours, it's gonna be in your home. So don't bother reading what's on the left, but basically the most left side is Blue Man. And on the right, you see a supermarket. So with Blue Man, we get the flower from the land, deliver it to your home within 24 hours. At a supermarket, it takes up to 8 days. So if you buy flowers from the supermarket, it's gonna be pretty old already. Whereas if you buy it from us, it's gonna be very fresh. This is actually quite special, especially in the e-commerce industry. So we have a lot of cool people in Amsterdam, people doing PR, marketing, sales. They've been quite successful. We've only been live for about 6 months, less than 6 months, and we've grown to now more than 3,000 customers. And these are all recurring customers. So every 2 weeks, on average, they buy the product again, and payment and so on is completely automatic. So what's so cool about the subscription model is that once you have a customer, you don't just have one purchase, you have, in our case, on average, 12 purchases. So we have one customer and we sell 12 times on average. With some customers, we will sell up to 100 times if they're loyal. So these are now 3,000 people purchasing on average every 2 weeks. So what I think is very important in a startup is the founder team. I'm actually not a founder. I work as head of tech. These 3 guys are founders. And they're really big players. Still young, but they have a lot of experience. For example, the guy on the left, Patrick, he has started companies, especially one called HelloFresh, which is valued over, I think, 31 billion Taiwanese dollars. The guy on the right, he started various companies and raised a lot of funding for all kinds of startups. So we have people who can do the business side, but they can also talk with investors. It's really important if you want to work at a startup, because in the end, what you need is to get investments. Right, so this is our team, really energetic people. They really like to work here, and they're all in Amsterdam, but my ambition is to start an equally ambitious team in Taipei. So perhaps one of you can join us, maybe 2 or more, and I think it will definitely be a very good experience for you to be part of a team like this. So at the moment it's very European, but very soon it's going to be more Taiwanese as well. This is our office in Amsterdam. It's quite large, about 120 square meters. In Taipei we will have a smaller office because it's going to be a small team with a couple of developers. We're only going to develop IT. So anyway, I want to show this such that you have an idea of what it's like in Amsterdam, but we will actually work from Taipei. I'm also planning to live in Taipei. Right, so here's my question to you guys. If you like this story, if you're excited about working for a startup, if you would like to get international experience, if you like to work in a small team, maybe a team with a lot of responsibility, maybe you want to work with the latest technologies like Angular or Laravel, then definitely consider joining us. Just send me an email. Add me on Facebook, whatever you like. I'll be happy to talk with you. Yeah, I'm looking for a backend developer, which I guess is most interesting for you guys. Also a front-end developer. Front-end is in Angular, Require.js or Webpack, and JavaScript. Backend, Laravel, PHP, MySQL, and so on. Yeah, don't hesitate to contact me. Very open to talk with all of you. And I would like to hand out my business card, so maybe you can just spread it around. Just take one and spread it. And take one and pass it out. Okay, so that's my company very quickly, and that's my story basically. So are there any questions? Maybe you're wondering why I chose Taipei? Yes?
Why did you choose Taipei?
Okay, good question. Very good question. I'm prepared. So I have some experience living in Asia. Like I said, I've been in Thailand, Indonesia, mainland China, also in Hong Kong. I would say that most of my friends are Asian, and I've talked a lot with them about Asian culture, but also about Asian developers. I've worked with Indian developers, worked with Thai developers, Chinese developers. There are very big differences among them. For example, an Indian developer, he will always say that nothing is a problem. Everything is no problem, which is good, but you know, sometimes when things are a problem, then you would just like to hear, sorry, but that doesn't work, because it is a problem, right? If everything is no problem, whereas it actually is, you're gonna get yourself problems. So it's really important to work with the right kind of people, with the right kind of mindset. Then I come to Taiwanese culture, and of course everyone is different, but from my experience, I think the Taiwanese are some of the more open-minded developers in Asia, but also willing to raise questions, right? So that's quite important. If we're working on a new project, maybe we're working on, let's say, an API server, and we want to add a new request method. But the developer foresees that maybe we shouldn't use this kind of design, but use some other kind of architecture, maybe repository design or something like that. If this developer doesn't choose to share this information with us, we miss this opportunity. So I'm really looking for people who like to share their ideas with me. And from my experience, this is much more likely with Taiwanese developers than with, let's say, Indian developers or Thai developers. Any other questions? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dino, and I want to ask how many people you need for each place, and what's the responsibility for the developer and for the developer? It's just for local in Taiwan or global service. And another question is, how about the English skill?
Okay.
That's all.
Let me start with the English. I am quite willing to, also give back to someone. So, if you're a very good developer, but maybe your English is not so good, then I can help you, right, by practicing English every day. In return, you're a great developer and you help me by building good products, right? So, to be honest, your English doesn't have to be very good, as long as we can communicate. And I want to learn some Chinese as well, so 不客气. Then about how many developers? I do like to have a small team, right, where everybody has a big role in the team. So I don't plan to start a team with 15 developers right away. In the beginning, I would say I would need one senior backend developer and one senior front-end developer. Then, of course, we can have maybe a junior for each as well. But I would say in the beginning, one in both positions is enough. So that means 2 more developers, because I'm also a full-stack developer, and I will also write code with you. Then in the future, of course, there are so many opportunities. So once everything is settled, we can grow and recruit more people. I think there was a third question. Can you repeat it?
The second is the service is for local in Taiwan or for global?
You mean if we sell the product?
So the things we develop is for global or just for Taiwan?
You mean the flowers? Actually, the flowers are sold in the Netherlands, Holland, and in Germany. In Taipei or Taiwan, we only develop the software, right? So we only write code, and the people in Amsterdam, they deal with the product. So the office here in Taipei will be full of nerds, and we will basically be very tech-minded, right? So I think that's also quite cool, because we can have a team with only developers, and yeah, I think it's going to be a very good work environment. Any other questions? Yeah.
Have you ever tried to use React.js instead of the Angular.js?
That's a good question.
Yes. Actually, I really like React. To be honest, if one of you is very good at React and you're like, we should use React, not Angular, then maybe we can just change. No problem. Yeah. But I think the debate on Angular versus React is very interesting. I'm always also interested in talking about that. If React is really it's gonna help us more, then why not? Any more questions?
有没有朋友想要跟他们交流一下？
Did everyone get my contact details? Right. Otherwise, you can just poke me after this, and it's no problem. Right. Thanks a lot.
好，那假如说大家对 Tom 的 project 有兴趣的话，那可以私底下跟他交流一下。那然后这边还有一个就是，这边有个郭凯，他现在是在这个这怎么念 ？Get More 这个平台，然后他们也想要真人，分别给他5分钟给大家介绍一下。
现在时间有点晚，我讲很快，那个可以借我 browser。可以帮我打一下 Get More。那我今天没有准备那个简报，然后大概跟大家讲一下我们对。那我们的网站的名字叫做 Get More， 然后我们是台湾的公司，所以English 的 skill 就是不用担心，对，目前为止不用担心。那我们是一个我们的名字叫做 Get More， 然后我刚刚有一些名片，然后大家可以传下去。就是如果有兴趣的人，那我们是在2014年成立的。那这个概念很简单，就是我们希望是时尚产业的 Airbnb。那我们在去年开始做，然后我们用的是 PHP， 很多人知道，一开始他写的。那这剪裁不知道可不可以说？对，然后那所以我们的 base 基本上是用 CI， 然后前面也有用到那个。Angular.js， 然后我们现在也有用一点 Node.js 来写一些东西，然后 DB 的部分的话用 MySQL， 然后有一些部分有用那个 NoSQL。那我们的概念就是再跟大家强调一下，就是时尚的Airbnb。那我们做的方法就是其实一个概念就是2手衣的网站。那我们用的方法就是比较特殊，是每一件衣服我们都要经过清洗，就是它会到我们的物流的地方，然后我们会拿去送给洗衣店洗，那洗完以后回来我们帮他上架，那这是其中一个模式。那之后我们要推出的模式有自行上架的一些方式，就是让我们审核过的人，他可以透过我们的系统，然后上架他的衣服。那后续的话，我们还会做独立品牌的设计师可以把他的衣服放在我们的网站上做贩售。那我们想要创造的是一个 ecosystem， 就一个 fashion 的一个 ecosystem。那讲那么多，就是因为大家都是技术的人，所以可能对技术的地方，就是我刚刚讲的那些。那除了这些以外，加入我们的好处就是，既然我们是做一个时装产业，所以除了工程的部门以外，其他几乎都是女生。然后这个是一个很有趣的好处。然后实习生基本上也都是女生。然后还有的好处是，大家都是很 focus 在所有的工作人员，其他的工作人员都是很 focus 在时装这件事情上面。所以 focus 在时装这件事情上面，基本上大家都穿得漂亮，然后长得漂亮。 啊，这个是一个好处这样子。那我们去年开始，然后我们有加入 AppWorks， 跟 Next Day 一样有加入 AppWorks， 然后希望今年年底的话，我们希望能够出国。那我们在今年4月底的时候也有在那个一去龙，就是台湾新加坡那个有会做一个 pitch， 然后也许之后会有机会到新加坡去 pitch 这样子。那我们目前在争就是软体工程师，那目前也还没有 CTO， 所以如果有兴趣，然后未来想要比较朝管理职的方向去前进的人，然后有兴趣跟我们一起努力的人，可以跟我联络，可以加入我们这样子。好，谢谢，不耽误大家时间。
好，不好意思，因为今天时间稍微晚一点。那假如说大家对这些职缺或是这些团队有兴趣的话，就等一下结束以后还可以跟他们交流一下。那今天就是主要都是讲跟 Laravel 有相关的部分。那我们现在假如说你到那个 Facebook 上面，你打那个 Laravel 台湾，好，那你就可以看到我们 Laravel 台湾目前办的所有活动。那另外就是那个，假如你对我们这个 PHP 有 day 的活动有兴趣的话，也是在 Facebook 上打 PHP 也有 day， 那应该就会看到这2个社团。那基本上我们都会不定期在上面贴文章跟讨论或是活动公告的。那我们现在是每个月有4个礼拜，那其中会有3个礼拜会有活动，那其中一次就是 PHP 有 day 会办讲座形式的分享。所以假如有兴趣的话，就是关注我们那个社团里面，我们都会把活动时间贴出来。另外会有2个礼拜我们会办，有吗？那个另外有2个礼拜我们会办 Lara Diner。Lara Diner 是干嘛呢？ Lara Diner 就是假如你有问题的话，你可以直接把你的问题带到我们 Lara Diner， 它是一个 Laravel 读书会。那其实我们不限制只读 Laravel， 其实 PHP 我们也是在读。那这就不得不讲到我们最近在进行的就是我们在 Lara Diner 里面读那个 Modern PHP 这本英文书的活动。所以假如你对那本英文书有兴趣的话，那我们现在已经正在读了。那我们下个礼拜会读到第2章，第2章跟第3章这样。那陆陆续续已经有人认领那个章节。我们进行方就是每一次大家来，然后导读人大概会跟大家讲一下他看完这张章节后的内容。那假如说你有问题的话，就是就带着过来一起问这样。那我们后面会有一个很强的支柱，就是 Ricky， 就是大家前面一连串，就是我们上次进行过就很好玩，就是大家看完这本书以后，就是全部人都冒问号这样，然后 Ricky 在后面帮他补充以后，大家就变成惊叹号所以假如你有任何问题就过来。那我们预告一下，就是虽然说 Jester 跟我们讲说那本书给我砍了，不过呢，我们还是有准备那个 Taylor 那本就是 From Apprentice to Artisan 这本书。那我们预计 Modern PHP 看完以后，那个我跟洪生可能会安排第2本书，就是读这一本这样。那今天你追得很累，跟我一样快要看不懂的话，或许我们在几个月后有机会看得懂。所以假如说你有兴趣的话，就来我们Lara Diner。那假如有任何问题，也都可以在社团里面发问，或是直接找我圣佑。那另外就是那个最近常常会有很多团队刚好因为社团关系来找我，就是问有没有人才不管是 Laravel 或者是 PHP。那所以假如你本身是在找工作，或是你本身是你在找人，那都欢迎你跟我联络。那假如我有机会可以帮你媒合的话，就帮你媒合。那没有什么问题的话，我们今天就到这边。晚安。那我们下个礼拜见。